It's just a plate carrier, so it goes on pretty simple, as anybody who's in our audience would know. And there we go. So that takes that long. These are the arm pads. They attach up front, pretty simple. Put them on your arms, just like this. Not here, but sort of right in the middle. And then we'll take our strap and run that around. One more last, really get these stuck on there. And we'll do the left arm, same spot, not on the bicep, not on the outside. And get that really stuck down. You want it really stuck down because you want great contact. Great contact gets to the muscle, bad contact gets to the skin, and it's kind of stingy. So if you're looking at this vest, this one is for prototypes and testing, so it's got a clear case on it. This is the part that receives the signal from the gun, closes some relays, and this is a 10-7000. It's a, as many of you have guessed, 10 EMS unit. Adjustments for each arm. And this closes the signal, sends the electricity from this to here into the muscle, and creates the recoil. Okay. One thing to note about this, really high-end shooters, especially I've had several grandmasters use this, they adjust the arms differently. I'm not a high-end shooter. I'm not quite sure how to do that or what it would do differently. When I do it, I adjust them the same. And then if you're using rifle, you're definitely adjusting the arms differently. It's a Glock 17. I've got the shot cam on here. It's really meant for a shotgun, but it works well for these purposes. And I'm going to use the dry fire smart mag. So the way that would work, I've got the laser already in it. You turn this on here. You see the blue light. That indicates waiting, looking. Now both lights are green. The gun is connected. Here's the test. You can kind of hear that. Those are the relays closing, so good test. Let me do one more test. I'll turn this up. Let's start at about 4. So when you're putting this on, any given day, your number is different. The number really doesn't matter. 4 is a good starting place. So let's see. So today, maybe my skin is dry, I don't know, but 4 is not enough. So I'm gonna turn both arms up. Yep. So that's probably today about a 6 on each arm. What I'm looking for isn't the feeling. So I've had plenty of people ask, does it hurt, etc. It doesn't hurt, it's uncomfortable. But if you shot a gun for the first time in your life, that would be uncomfortable too. So what you're looking for is really dot bounce with full grip. You want to match that to whatever gun you're trying to match to. If you're matching to something that's compensated and soft shooting, you'll turn it down. If you're matching to something that's short barreled and snappy, you probably turn it up. So there's the vest, the gun, and later on we'll talk about how all this works together. One last point that I'll make, I've added quite a bit of weight to this. The weight really forces you, you have to grip it. We'll expose some targets here. This is off. All the shots are in the size of something like this. Go ahead and turn it on. I have previous settings. I'm in about a 6 today. Again, the number doesn't matter. It's what happens to your arms and your gun that matters. 2 greens. We're ready to go. Not terrible, more like my real shooting. I've got a few in the C zone. You also probably noticed my shooting slowed down. This weight and this camera make a big difference. And at some point I'll have the camera so you can see it really moves. It moves a lot more than you would think your gun recoils. I'm gonna do the rifle. I've got the recoil already set. And what this is, Recover 2020 chassis. Inside of it is a Glock frame, which comes from Mantis. It's their Titan X. And I've got this barrel here. This barrel just allows the laser to come through, and it gives you a grip, right? So the way I grip it, it's like that, which is just like I would grip an AR. That's pretty close. Why don't I just show you the AR? I will at some point show you this, but I have to travel to do demos. You certainly can't run something like that into somebody's office. You can go in with this. The other cool thing is I can just take this part off, remove this, and if you're traveling with firearms, then you know it can be a pain in the butt. it looks like one shot. Everybody can do that. Now I'll go ahead and connect it. Ready? Green and green, it's on. Okay, it's still an AR, right? It's still like this, but it's not like this anymore. Is there a little stress with it? Maybe. Not as much for me. I've run this thing untold numbers of times. But for a new shooter, there's a little stress. You have to inoculate, and that's a good thing. If this was a shotgun, which we're getting a lot of call for, I'll just do one more thing. Let me turn it up. With the drone situation getting hot, various SWAT folks we're talking about shotguns. Let's see if we can make that. And I think that would probably be about a shotgun. We'd have to see what gun it is and how it shoots. Stay tuned. We got a lot more to come.